Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode. Unfortunately, I know it usually would have been Mission to Mars. However, again, due to scheduling conflicts, um, someone wasn't available to record today, so, um, I decided I would give you guys a bit of a tour of my Agrarian, or Argarian, or Argonian, however you want to pronounce it, skies. I think it's actually Agrarian skies. Anyways, if you don't know what it is, it's a Feed the Beast mod pack, um, and it's a modded Skyblock survival, which has been a long time coming. So this is the original platform that I started out on. Um, so basically, you start with one type. You start out with one oak sapling, one spruce sapling, and one birch sapling. And I do believe you probably have some dirt. I don't remember. It's been a while since I started this, so um, I guess I will try to start off with some of the basic stuff that I have here, and then we'll go from there. So this is obviously my bed. This was where I originally had a cobble generator. My trees were being grown here. I had like everything packed onto this one little platform here. Since then, well, this was actually one of the first extensions I built. However, it did not originally have a massive wheat field on it. It originally was growing a few trees that I infected with silkworms here, which would then, once the tree was completely infected, you could use a crook, which I have one right here, and then you use the crook to bash the leaves and you'd get string. However, the string trees became redundant when I set up a mob farm, but I will get to that. So this was actually my first wheat field, and it has been supplying me with all the food I require. I have sugarcane here, obviously. I have an aqueous accumulator, which supplies my entire base with water. I've stashed a bunch of random stuff in here. This was my ore processing area at one point. I still keep a bunch of the broken ores in here. This is where I put all my cobblestone. You might be wondering why it can store 20,000 cobblestone. I will show you why. This is your quest book. So, as you can see here, that's how many lives you have. Once you run out of lives, you're dead. That's it. Game over. However, you get lives for completing quests. So, like for example, the cobblestone is required for this. One piece of octuple compressed cobblestone. Now, to give you an idea, let's see here. Come on. Thank you. There we go. See how many cobblestone is in one block of this stuff? So yeah, that's something I've been working on for quite a while. I built a storage platform over here. I've stashed a fair amount of my ingots in barrels. I have building supplies in here. This stuff is all harvest craft, more or less. So I have that in there. I've got random stuff from quests and from killing wisps stashed in here. These are machines that I had to craft for quests that I probably will never use, but I may end up using. I don't know yet. This is where I keep my hearts and other important stuff. I got a load of decoration blocks for completing some quests. This has stuff like the Division Sigil, spare armor, spare tools, all sorts of cool stuff. In here I have mostly Tinker's Construct stuff. So these Tinker's tools, as you can see, they are kind of oddly upgraded. Basically what happens is every time you use them, so like here on my pickaxe, you can see it has a skill level that is, I'm accustomed to it, and I have 25% XP towards the next level. So each level your tool gains, you get a free modifier slot on the tool occasionally, but every time it levels up you get a free material modifier. Like for example, I've had luck and haste put onto this pickaxe for free. These are mob drops from my mob farm. That's all the Certus quartz dust I've gotten. This hay holds all my miscellaneous metal and whatnot. We have the Tinker's Construct smeltery in here. I have a thermal expansion portable tank to keep it filled with lava. I currently borrowed the casting table for something else, which I'll show you in a minute. I've got, obviously, all the necessary components for building stuff. Over here, because I was proud of actually managing to build it, I kept my cobble generator around. Here. I call this the foundry because, well, it was the first area that I built to generate lava, and eventually I switched over to just having it supply the smeltery in there because I rarely use it. Down here is obviously the mob spawner. This stores all the bows, tools, and armor and whatnot that I get off them. Oh look, an enderman. I do need an enderman. Oh, well. So much for that. Oh wait, there's another one. Goody. Also, you might notice I have this thing called a mysterious magnet. Actually, I probably shouldn't use the pan. So, the magnet, obviously, well, pulls items towards you. So, as you can see, a very effective mob spawner, if I do say so myself. The Endermen are teleporting out of it because I'm using water. Haven't gotten around to replacing the water with Mine Factory Reloaded conveyor belts. One of these days I'll get around to doing that. One of these days. So, anyways, I have excuse me, a thing called a high oven here from Tinker's Steelworks, and it is the only way to make steel in this mod pack, and that's where I put the casting table. Excuse me. Over here we have cows, obviously. Some of the stuff I needed to do required milk and whatnot. And then down here is where all the machinery is. This chest is obviously connected to a vacuum hopper, which is collecting all the items from this sieve, or sieve, whichever you prefer, and it is being run by 3 autonomous activators. They are extremely expensive to make in this mod pack, so there's like 2 diamonds and 2 emeralds per activator. And then I have an igneous extruder making obsidian here. Hang on, it's getting dark, and I haven't done a terribly good job of lighting up my platform, so um, and obviously you can see I have barrels storing stuff like bone meal, seeds, eggs, stuff that doesn't stack too well in chests, or I just have a lot of stacks of it. So this is my well, not exactly my cobble generator. This is my lava generator setup. So I have one igneous extruder here that's constantly making cobblestone that's being piped into these crucibles, which the cobblestone then melts down into lava. The lava is then sucked out through these fluiducts, put in this tank, and then from the tank it's pumped out into here, and then into these 4 magmatic dynamos I have, which power these 3 pulverizers, the magma crucible fluid transposer, induction smelter sawmill, another pulverizer, a redstone furnace, as well as a glacial precipitator. I also have another fluid transposer here, specifically for making mossy cobblestone. And this is witch water. It's a way to get soul sand. This is the second aqueous accumulator I have, which is making sure that between the two of them, I'm certain that they're providing plenty of water to my entire base. So this setup here is pulverizers that are producing gravel, sand, and dust, which are necessary for assorted crafting. And as you can see, you put dust and gravel in here and you get ore, gems, redstone, stuff like that. Useful stuff, really. And also, why I have this second wheat field here is because of this quest that requires 10,000 toast. And the thing is, toast is basically my mainstay food on this pack. It's about the simplest food to make with the highest level of hunger refill. So this was part of my first tree farm, manual tree farm, but I decided I needed to start going on some cactuses. And so that is obviously where I got the MFR rubber from. Those are obviously slime trees from Tinker's Construct. And then way down here, these are lemon trees from Harvestcraft. And I'm using that for crafting 10,000 of something else. I really am really upset with that person for making it so much. Anyways, this is my automated tree farm. We have a planter that constantly has 2 stacks of saplings in at all times. We have a harvester, and then we obviously have barrels for the saplings, apples, and logs. And then the sludge created from the harvester is then piped down here into the sludge boiler. I can't get too close because it's not exactly safe to be near it when it's running, but it boils the sludge into sand, gravel, soul sand, heat sand, tainted soil, clay, dirt, salt, peat, mycelium, and yeah, that's why I don't really use the saplings much, because usually you would put those in an oak barrel, undercover, and it would compost into a block of dirt, but as you can see, I'm not really hurting for dirt, so yeah. And, well, I think that's more or less everything, really. Um, like I said, I've been playing this for a little while. Um, let's see here. Trying to think if there might be some quest I could complete. Um, yeah, that would require seed oil can and artificial hive. The only problem with that is that would require squeezers, cause yeah, I don't like forestry. Um, in here, like, yeah, 10,000 vinegar. And how is vinegar made, you asked? Well, basically you take any fruit juice, which is made by combining any fruit and a squeezer in a crafting grid, and then you take the resulting fruit and mix it with the pot, and you get vinegar, and yeah, it's very annoying. But, so yeah, this sword, which I call Jack, is a scimitar, and as you can see, it's made out of manulium, iron, and slime, and it has knockback, smite, lifesteal, sharpness, and I added auto repair because manulium is, well, at the moment, it's not terribly easy to come by, let's be honest. So the biggest problem with the mob spawner is, as you can see on the minimap, wisps. Very annoying, those wisps are. But, oh well, you know, what you gonna do? Eventually, I plan to set up a grinder there to automatically kill the mobs. Plus, I need the mob essence for a lot of things, really. Also, I believe I have it set up so, yeah, this igneous extruder here, if it doesn't have anywhere else to send the cobblestone, like if these crucibles don't need any more cobblestone at the moment, it will then route the items up to the barrel full of cobblestone, obvious. Well, not full, hardly full. But yeah. And I believe I'm growing pumpkins here, yes. There we go. So yeah, diamonds, emerald, redstone, blaze powder, gunpowder, bone meal. You get all sorts of stuff. I found, like, probably you mostly will want to be sifting dust once you get some autonomous activators set up, because gravel will give you emeralds and diamonds. Dust will give you pretty much, well, redstone and pulverized ores, which you combine 4 of them to make a dust block, an ore dust block, and basically you treat it like you would a regular ore block. So yeah. Like I said, that's pretty much everything I've done so far. So I think I'm going to wrap up here. So yeah, I hope you guys weren't too disappointed. Like I said, it's not the easiest to schedule things with other people because, well, you know, I have a very flexible schedule, but no one else does, sadly, so yeah, I don't always get the option to record with people when I want to. But hopefully we'll be able to do it next time, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as always, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, and I will see you next week for more of my server Let's Play. Bye!